The next guest at the receiving end of attacks, pretty much like that, all of those. Sean Duffy is a Republican running for Congress in Wisconsin. We invited, as we always do, his opponent, Julie Lasso, to come on. So far, no response. But as I say, hope springs eternal. Mr. Duffy, on to this whole issue of targeting Republicans for wanting to destroy Social Security. On the privatization issue, what do you think?
Well, it's a blatant lie, Neil. Our local papers in Wisconsin have called it just that. And the Wall Street Daily Herald, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, factcheck.org, they've all called this attack a lie. And the bottom line is, when they have nothing to run on, when they've ramped up our debt and we're losing jobs, they go to issues like this to scare our seniors. But what's great in Wisconsin is our seniors aren't buying it. They get that this is just an old-school political tack.
Well, what are you doing, Sean? On this, I didn't understand. Your position is, earlier, you were open to the idea of young people, for example, being able to channel some funds whatever way they wish. Not all of the Social Security, but update me. What is that view?
Well, what I've said is, I commend Paul Ryan for putting a plan out to start the discussion, because I think a lot of us realize that we have to fix Social Security. But all the plans we talk about, none of them take away Social Security for our seniors or for those who are about to retire. But it's people in our generation who are going to pay into the system where there's going to be nothing left unless we reform it. So we need to have an adult conversation about Social Security.
Which would include what, Sean? Which would include what?
Well, I want to look at all the plans, but I think to say we're going to privatize Social Security, which means we're going to take our Social Security benefits and go open up an E-Trade account. I mean, that's not an option. And
would you take some of it? In other words, you allow young people to take some of their monies, I think, as President Bush originally wanted to do, not all, and put in the market if they so chose.
Well, what I've talked about is saying I want to look at the plans that come out. I mean, this is a problem that has plagued us for decades, and it's complicated. And as a freshman congressman, I want to look at all the plans that are there and find out what's the best way to shore it up while we secure.
I know you're afraid that someone could boomerang what you say here, but I often hear a lot of Republicans say, well, we got to fix Social Security. Well, then I'm giving you an opportunity. You know there are a lot of plans out there. Among them is the notion of raising the retirement age, maybe more means testing Social Security. Are you open to any of the above?
Listen, what I want to do is talk about all the options that are out there, but privatization
I just gave you two. I just gave you two.
Not one of the options.
Just those two.
Well, no, Neil, listen, I think the bottom line is there's a lot of people out there with great plans. As a freshman congressman, I want to look at them, and I'm going to evaluate them.
Are you open to the kind of things that these plans address, and that is potentially raising the retirement age or bringing in younger workers at a later age down the road?
I want to look maybe at how much those Social Security benefits grow for our millionaires. And I think we can look at that growth rate and say, well, do we want to give millions to millionaires? I think that's where we can find the answer in Social Security. But I want to see some plans.
Do you think millionaires shouldn't get Social Security?
No, I think they should, but I think we got to look at how fast their retirement grows in Social Security. And there's a couple of formulas that are used, and I think that it shouldn't grow maybe as fast as those who are in the lower income brackets. And I think that's one area where we might find some solution to this problem. But I want to look at all the plans that are there as a freshman congressman, and it's a difficult problem. It's a difficult issue.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much. We'll watch closely. Good having you.
Thank you, Neil.
Sean Duffy, running for Congress. He hasn't gotten there yet. All right, well,